Here I just jumped forward to the back being attached because previously I just showed you how to attach the bottom rail, top rail, side rails, and the drawer rails. And once all of that's done and you can see all the hardwares are in there, you just basically put it all together because it's pretty straightforward from there on. Here is where you need to be really careful when you are applying the nails on the outside back of the bookcase. By recognizing where the middle shelves are, I scored it with a straight line, and this will allow me to nail directly onto the line and keep it straight so I won't damage the shelf on the top and the bottom.
Assemble the
Damage your
drawers,
finished product.
and the first part will be complete.
Here I'm just assembling the two bottom drawers. They're pretty straightforward. You would lay the face of the drawer flat, then attach the two sides of the drawer and then the back. But before you put the back, you would have to put the bottom piece in, and it gets a little tricky. You may want to get someone to help you here, and you just repeat the process twice, pretty much. It's pretty straightforward.
First, I get all my stuff. And then I sort it.
Here, the middle dividers, there's basically two of them, which will be the base of the unit, and the would be enclosing the drawers. Once you sort out where the bottom is and where the bottom rails for the drawers are, it makes it simple. But it takes a minute. If you look at the book, it'll tell you. But basically, you use the rails of the drawers and it helps you to determine top, bottom. Here you should apply the two bottom rails and have someone help you out. I kind of jumped ahead here a little bit and I struggled through it because I didn't have a third arm or someone to help me. Just pounding in the bottom glides for basically the feet of the center unit. Here I'm just applying the screws on the bottom side of the top shelf, and I believe there was 8 of them, and once you get that in, again I will apply some glue for Here I'm putting in the hardware on the permanent shelves, which I'll be attaching to the middle dividers, and once I get them, it'll be like a T, and all I'll do is apply the 2 sides and the bottom and the top. It's a pretty simple step, and the rest of this unit consists of the glass shelving, which is pretty straightforward, I believe, after that. So I'm not getting into much details into this one, and again I always find that separating my hardware and sorting it out and gluing it makes the process so much faster. Here, it helps if you have a power tool like I'm using here. It's a small light power drill. It's not very powerful, it's just it helps with the repetitiveness of having to screw all of these in manually. And again, this would help speed up your whole assembly process.
Some glue. Can't ever hurt it. Just have to make sure you have it figured out, that you know its place, where it's going, not backwards or upside down. You must be comfortable with that.
I got stumped for a quick second. I thought the screw had not been screwed in all the way, but that was not the case. The plastic flat screw was not aligned. You know how the arrows are supposed to point to the top? I guess I was a little off, and that didn't take it in all the way. And I just repeat the same process on the other side and screw the top in. And on the bottom side, there was a bottom back rail and a front rail, which would apply the opposite direction. And again, you just pop it in and then you'll apply the back. Put on the top here, but I realized quickly that the front had a little half-inch gap that would be visible from the front. So since we're working from the back, I figured out the fastest way was to use a spacer from the leftover cardboard, and that will bring it up to the height I needed, and the top was easier to slip in this way. But if you think of a better way, let me know. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Here I'm just attaching the final bolts that go to the top of the cabinet, and I will be using a straight edge to measure the shelf line so I don't nail it in the wrong way, and keep it straight and just apply the finishing touches. And this is complete, and I just simply didn't show anything about the doors because there was no assembly required other than attaching the hinges and hang the doors.